Keep watching Sam TV.
Jalingo witnesses groundbreaking moment as Sam TV Multimedia Digital Television is commissioned by Governor Kavers, representative and industry leaders joined Sam TV CEO for high-profile interactive section. Gombe Governor reaffirms commitment to afforestation on 2025 International Day of Forests. Federal High Court lifts order restricting INEC from receiving Senator Akpoti Oduhan recall petition. On the international scene, US import egg from Turkey and South Korea to combat avian flu shortage. Price dropped nearly 50%. In business news, Boy unveiled 10 billion naira fund to boost women entrepreneurs, partners with WCCIMA and African Guarantee Fund. From the sport decks, Visitor Osimhen surpasses Segun Odegbami on Nigerians' all-time scoring list, edges closer to Rashidi Yekini's record. My name is Bridget James. Now the news in full. Jalingo, the state capital of Taraba State, has witnessed a groundbreaking moment in Nigerian's media industry with the official commissioning of Som TV multimedia digital television, the state-of-the-art station headquartered in Jalingo but with national coverage. Is set to redefine the broadcasting landscape. Our correspondent reports from the commissioning events. Som TV correspondent files in the report.
But as we continue to do that, we saw the need to bring in a television station. This television station that we are going to be commissioning today is a 24-hour television station. Already, as we speak, this television is available in all the free-to-air decoders. It's available on CSAT, it's available on PSAT, it's available on Strong. We are active on all the social media handle, on Facebook, on YouTube. By the grace of God, very soon, our vision before the end of this year, we're going to enter start time. And we're also trusting God that if God tarry, we'll also be on DSTV one day.
Representing the Taraba State Government, the Commissioner of Information and Reorientation, Barrister Honorable Zainab Usman Jalingo, hailed the initiative as a transformative development for the state and the country.
Good morning, everyone, distinguished guests, honorable commissioners, the Royal Father, invited guest, and Mr. Gabriel Olayinka. I am pleased to be standing before you today on behalf of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Taraba State, who is unavoidably absent due to work schedules. First of all, I want to apologize for coming in late. This is due to circumstances beyond my control, and I hope the Royal Father and other invited guests have accepted my apology. And then I want to pass a few words from His Excellency to you, Mr. Gabriel Olayinka, and to all other personalities that are in one way or the other related to media and information in Taraba State. There is no way a government can function, there is no way a government can prosper and flourish without the information sector, wherever. So passing of information and disseminating information is cardinal. We do not take Mr. Gabriel Olayinka, Taraba News, Som TV, or Taraba Business School for granted as far as Taraba State is concerned and the government of His Excellency Dr. Abu Kefas is concerned.
The launch of Som TV marks the beginning of a new era in Nigerian broadcasting, promising national coverage, digital excellence, and impactful storytelling. For Som TV News, Teresa Yuba reporting from Jalingo, Taraba State.
In the same vein, while Jalingo made history, television, a cutting-edge broadcasting nation poised to transform Nigerians' media landscape following the commissioning and facility tour, Barrister Zainab Usman Jalingo, who represented the state governor at the event, His Royal Highness Alhaji Ado Adamu Mazang II, Honorable Rebo Usman, Dr. Augustine Godwin, Honorable Gideon Nongso, and Mrs. Agnes Okpo, who is the representative of the Director General of the Nigerian Broadcasting Commission, joined Chief Gabriel Olayinka, CEO and founder of Som TV, for a high-profile live interactive section. Stay tuned for an exclusive video clip from the studio.
I feel delighted. I feel encouraged because this is a right step in the right direction, not only for Som TV, but also for Taraba State entirely. So this is, I want to use this medium to congratulate you officially for this commissioning and to encourage you that we are expecting more of this from you. As you said earlier in your speech, we'll be expecting to see you in DSTV and every other outlet that is. We are beginning. This is just the beginning. It's a stepping stone, and we have a lot of places to go by the grace of God.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ma. Let me go to the representative of the Director General of National Broadcasting Commission. Your commission gave license for establishment of Som TV in Taraba State. Yes. How do you feel today, and what's your message for the broadcasters generally?
Thank you very much. I bring you felicitations from the Director General and the entire management and staff of the National Broadcasting Commission. I feel quite elated. I feel, glad that the license we granted has come to fruition. I want to really commend you for your doggedness, because I was part of the journey as a representative of the National Broadcasting Commission, and I can attest to how much efforts and finance is invested in this project. The glory of God has come to fruition. You commended us for our support. I also want to give this to God, because the journey at the hand of God in your project, because for every step we took, God made sure it came to, it was a successful one. So I am happy that this effort has now, come to the fruition. Your dream has been realized, and it's going to be for the good of the Tarabans, because our information is central to human existence, and we are all aware of the fact that the cardinal responsibility of a broadcaster is to inform, entertain, and educate. And we believe that the license we granted will be held in that regard, in the interest of the public.
Thank you so much. Honorable Commissioner of Education, we'd like to hear your view or what you feel about today's commissioning.
Okay, I am most delighted also. I'm very happy for you, Chief Olainka. I think for me, in my work, you have been a companion. We have been journeying together. I have seen how you have been touching lives through your services as a broadcaster, as an information disseminator. So I want to sincerely congratulate Som TV today, especially the CEO, for this great dream, for this great vision that has come to realization. And you have all my best wishes, all my support. We have been journeying together. By God's grace, we continue to journey together. And I want to encourage you that the good work you have started, continue it. Let your station be a place for everybody to come and take refuge, for everybody to come and find succor, to find support. There were many times you spoke out, you just used your initiative to say certain things in helping people to understand certain situations. You didn't know how much that meant to me as a person. So that is why I had to make sure I came here today personally, because to identify with you that it's a noble mission you are into, and to continue to touch lives, to continue to be a sign of hope for everybody.
Thank you so much. Honorable Commissioner for Digital, a lot of digital tools were used to, what is your message particularly to Tarabians to embrace the issue of technology? A lot of things you see in this place, we employed, in those days for you to establish a TV station, you need so many gigantic transmitter. But today, with advent of a lot of technology, we're able to use a lot of it, and we're getting better results even than what used to happen in those days. So what's your message about people embracing technology, particularly in view of the vision of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Taraba State, particularly for Taraba youths?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Gabriel Olainka, and thank you for having me on your station. You see, what you just said is a power of innovation. We all know that the world has gone digital. We no longer talk of only technology, but digital innovations. And your studio, the Som TV, is a perfect example of what innovation can be able to do. You compare what you have here and other conventional media, despite the resources and whatever, you find out that there is a lot of difference. And so that is the power of innovation. I want to cue in and join my colleagues in congratulating you and congratulating Tarabans, because this is a win not only for you as a person or your company, but it's a win for the states, because there is no state that will thrive and develop without information. It is when the people are well informed that they can be able to key into whatever vision His Excellency has for the state.
The 2025 International Day of Forest with the theme Forest and Food. Governor Inuwa Yahya has reaffirmed his administration commitment to our afforestation and environmental sustainability in Gombe State. Through initiatives like Gombe Goes Green, the state has planted over 4 million trees. Land degradation while creating jobs for residents. The governor, widely known as the Green Governor, is calling on citizens to take ownership of environmental protection. Som TV correspondent Kamal Hamajo reports from Gombe.
Remain a major challenge for kidney failure patients due to its high cost. But relief has come as Honorable Usman Bello Kumo, representing Akko Federal Constituency, sponsors free dialysis section at Federal Teaching Hospital Gombe. The Chief Medical Director, Dr. Yusuf Abdullahi, revealed the 2025 International Day of Forest with the theme Forest and Food, shining a light on how important forests are for food security, nutrition, and people's livelihood. Governor Inuwa Yahya, in his goodwill message, assured that his government remains committed to tree planting and climate action, stressing that taking care of the environment is not just necessary but also a duty to secure the future of Gombe State. In a statement posted on Facebook, the Director General Press Affairs, Government House Gombe, Ismail Uba Misili, highlighted the governor's ongoing effort to promote afforestation, restore damaged lands, and strengthen environmental policies. He also called on traditional rulers, civil society groups, and the people of Gombe to take responsibility by planting more trees and using land in a way that protects nature. Ms. Lee further revealed that since coming into office in 2019, Governor Inuwa Yahya has made environmental sustainability a top priority. He pointed out that the government has included tree planting as part of its 10-year development plan, aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal. Through the Gombe Goes Green 3D initiative launched in 2020, the state has planted over 4 million trees across the 11 local government areas, especially in places suffering from land degradation. This effort has not only helped the environmental but also created jobs for thousands of people in Gombe. Further show his commitment to environmental protection, Governor Inuwa Yahya has focused on planting trees in erosion-prone areas, especially where the government has carried out erosion control projects. Michili also noted that Inuwa Yahya, popularly called the Green Governor, has continued to push policies and programs that make environmental protection a priority. Because of his effort, Gombe State is now seen as a leading example of responsible forest management and tree planting in Nigeria. As the world celebrates the 2025 International Day of Forest, Governor Inuwa Yahya has reassured the people of his government's dedication to protect the environment and ensuring a greener, safer, and more prosperous Gombe State for future generations. From Gombe, Kamal Hamajo, Som TV News.
Kidney failure patients often struggle with the high cost of dialysis, a treatment they need to survive. But in Gombe, a free dialysis program is providing much needed relief thanks to the intervention of Honorable Usman Bello Kumo. Our correspondent Kamal Hamajo reports on how this initiative is changing lives. Stand by for video clips.
Challenge for kidney failure patients due to its high cost. but relief has come as Honorable Usman Bello Kumo, representing Akko Federal Constituency, sponsors free dialysis section at Federal Teaching Hospital Gombe. The Chief Medical Director, Dr. Yusuf Abdullahi, revealed that the hospital has conducted over 600 dialysis sessions in recent months. He added that, recognizing the financial burden of the families, plans are in place to establish another dialysis unit in Kumo, the sponsor's hometown.
First, we need to also appreciate Right Honorable Usman Bello Kumo. Out of his wisdom, he made funds available for us to start free dialysis in Gombe State. And I assure you now, we had on our record more than 600 sessions of dialysis, courtesy of Honorable Usman Bello Kumo. Also is putting a number of strategies for this to continue, because you cannot imagine the suffering of any family that were tested in that aspect of life. So with that gesture, definitely you should expect more number. And when you have more number, then what you already have on ground will never be enough. So with that also, already effort has been made already in our 2025 budget. While we are increasing the number of dialysis machines here, we are also creating another dialysis unit also at Kumo.
The chairman, Free Dialysis Committee, Abu Muhammad, said patients from across Nigeria and even Cameroon has benefited, urging more politicians to support similar initiatives.
This is a very important activity. In fact, it has come at the right time. We must appreciate the financer in the person of Honorable Bello Kumo, popularly known as World. It's a good one. In fact, he has saved lives, and he's still saving lives. We've been receiving patients from all parts of the country, even beyond. Our neighboring countries such as Cameroon, Niger, they used to come here, and we've been giving them what we offer. Now, it will interest you to know that we have machines that you cannot even find in the whole of this northern part of this country. We have a chief executive that is ready to give you all the needed support for us to be able to give our teeming patients what they require. Well, of recent, the board chairman has been appointed, and luckily enough, she is from this zone, to be specific, Jalungo, and she is very, very committed and ever ready. When she was delivering her address, when we welcomed her, she was addressing the management. She assured us that this very hospital, God willing, will be the best hospital in this country and even beyond. I think the politicians need to emulate what Honorable Bello Kumo has been doing. That will also go a long way in relieving or in addressing the suffering of our masses, particularly on the aspect of health provision. So,
the head of the renal center, Fatima Mamman Fulani, emphasized that dialysis is expensive and difficult for many, making this program crucial.
But the treatment is actually very expensive. So the World Health Organization recommends that patients with kidney disease should be dialyzed 3 times in a week. But with the issue of money and finances, is very difficult for a patient to be dialyzed as recommended by World Health Organization. But we are happy. Good Samaritan, philanthropists, and well-to-do individuals have helped in sponsoring the hemodialysis, the free hemodialysis in this center.
Nosaliu Inwe noted that awareness of the free service had led to a significant rise in patient numbers.
Since the turnout of the patient is as a result of the free dialysis that we are offering. If you look at the number of patients we dialyzed in December 2024 and the number of patients we dialyzed in January 2025 is almost 120 or 100 and something % increase, because of now patients are not paying. One good Samaritan, a politician, Honorable Usman Bello Kumo, that come to the aid of our patients, putting smile on the face of our patients, now is giving patient room, is giving them a chance of survival.
One of the beneficiaries, retired Master Warrant Officer Isa Dashen, said the initiative have saved his life, thanking the hospital and the sponsors.
May God bless him more and more, because he has saved From my time, now I'm spending more than 3 months for this period of 3 months that I have been in dialysis. A lot of life have been saved. So if not for him assisting us financially to see that our life is safe, we could have not been where we are today.
Dialysis helps patients with kidney failure remove waste and excess fluid from their blood. With this intervention, many lives have been saved. From Gombe, Kamal Hamajo, Sum TV News.
Commission from receiving a recall petition against Senator Natasha Akpoti-Ogduahan, who represented Kogi Central Senatorial District. In a landmark ruling delivered on Friday, the court affirms that the recall process is constitutionally valid and aligned with the civic rights of her constituents. The court encouraged the constituents to continue exercising their right in a peaceful and orderly manner. This decision follows an interim injunction issued on Thursday, which had temporarily stopped INEC from acting on any recall petitions. The injunction had also barred INEC from conducting a referendum on the matter until a formal hearing on the motion was concluded. The restraining order was initially granted based on an ex parte application filed by Anebe Jacob Ogirima and 4 other registered voters from Kogi Central. In a major political development, the federal government has released withheld allocations to some international boundaries areas, sparking controversy among opposition governors. The move comes amidst heightened tension between the ruling party and the opposition People's Democratic Party, whose governors have now decided to challenge the decision in court. Sources indicate the PDP governors view the release of the fund as politically motivated and unfair, particularly in light of recent power struggles within the party, following a Supreme Court ruling on the party's leadership. Legal experts suggest that the case should set a significant precedent regarding federal allocations and their administrations, as opposition leaders argue that the government is selectively releasing funds to favor certain regions. The PDP governors are expected to file their lawsuits in the coming days, escalating the already tense political landscape ahead of upcoming elections. Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke has declared a 24-hour curfew in Ifon, Olobo, and Erin Osun communities, following renewed communal clashes that have resulted in casualties and destruction of properties. In a statement posted on his official X handle on Saturday, March 22nd, Adeleke announced that the curfew takes immediate effect and will remain in place until further notice. I've received with great sadness disturbing footage and security reports of the resurgence of the age-long communal clashes between the Ifon, Lobe, and now Erin Osun communities. Within the past 24 hours, the governor stated, following consultations with security agencies, Adeleke directed a joint task force comprising the Nigerian Army, Police, Immigration Service, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, NDLEA, Amotekun, and other security agencies to enforce the curfew and maintain 24-hour surveillance in the affected areas. The governor also urged all residents and traditional leaders to embrace peace and coexist harmoniously. At least 30 residents were reportedly shot in the renewed clashes between Ifon local government areas and Ibu local government areas, which escalated in the early hours of Friday. The violence led to several homes and businesses being set ablaze, forcing many residents, including women and children, to flee their homes for safety. Adeleke warns that any individuals or group found inciting violence or aiding the unrest will face legal consequences. Benue State Governor Reverend Father Cynthia Alier has urged the federal government to enact a national law prohibiting open grazing across the country. Governor Alier met the call on Thursday in Makurdi during the opening of the first Benue Livestock Summit, theme reimagining the future of livestock production in Nigeria for economic growth and self-sufficiency. He emphasized the importance of livestock development in Nigeria's agricultural sector, noting that with the right policies, it could address food insecurity, create wealth, and contribute significantly to the nation's GDP, expressing appreciation for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's establishment of the Federal Ministry of Livestock Development. Alier stated the ministries will play a crucial role in addressing challenges within the livestock section. The governor reiterated commitment to enforcing Benue State's anti-open grazing and ranges establishments law and urged the newly created ministry to push for nationwide ban on open grazing, advocating for a transition to ranging as part of his administration's plan to boost livestock production. Alier announced the creation of a Bureau for Livestock Development and Transboundary Animal Disease Control to implement effective policies in the sector. He also introduced pasture as a further crops initiative set to launch in 2025, which aims to develop improved pasture for livestock. The federal government has released the previously withheld local government's allocation to Rivers State. Sole Administrator Ibok Ete Ibas confirmed the development during a meeting with local government administrators in Port Harcourt. He assured that necessary steps are being taken to ensure the prompt payment of workers' salaries and urged traditional rulers to help de-escalate tension in the state. In a related development, Rivers State Sole Administrator Vice Admiral Ibok Ete Ekwe Ibas has reaffirmed his commitment to completing the ongoing reconstructions of the State House of Assembly complex during an inspection of the project site on Moscow Road, Port Harcourt. He urged the contractors to expedite work and meet agreed timelines. The project awarded to Monia Construction Company Limited featured a two-story building with 34 offices, an elevator, a gallery, meeting room, and a conference hall. Ibas, accompanied by Nwika, was briefed by MCC's General Manager, Engineer Amaka Oko, on the progress made so far. Highlighting the absence of a functional legislature as a missing pillar in the state's governance, Ibas stressed the urgency of restoring legislative activities. He assured that the necessary funds had been provided and emphasized the importance of adherence to projects' timeline. He reiterated that his mandate includes maintaining law and order while ensuring the state operates effectively. The Edo State House of Assembly has passed a new electricity law, repealing the Rural Electricity Board Law of 1972. This legislation paves the way for the establishment of an electricity market in the state, allowing for the generations, transmissions, and distribution of electricity to residents. The move aimed to enhance energy access and attract private sector's investment in the power sector. The New Nigerian People Party has expressed strong support for President Bola Tinubu's declaration of a state of emergency in Rivers State, emphasizing that no responsible government will allow a crisis to spiral out of control before taking decisive action. Speaking in an interview with the news agency of Nigeria in Lagos, NNPP National Chairman Dr. Agbo Major stated that the federal government's intervention was based on security intelligence not available to the public. President Tinubu is the Chief Security Officer of Nigeria. The information available to him from intelligence sources may not be in the public domain, Major said. The Rivers State government was suspended, and considering the deepening crisis, no one can say that what would have happened if action had not been taken. He criticized political leaders who, instead of promoting peace, allowed tension to escalate before later intervening with criticism. The Association of Local Government of Nigeria has praised the federal government's effort in implementing the Supreme Court ruling that grants financial autonomy to local governments. During a meeting in Abuja, Algon Board of Trustees Chairman Odunayo Adegbero acknowledged the progress made by the Implementation Committee, despite challenges to committee urged Local Government Council to open accounts with the Central Bank of Nigeria. For smooth financial operations, Algon emphasized the financial autonomy will enhance governance at the grassroots level by addressing key sectors such as security, health, and education. The association also highlighted that the move would strengthen democracy, compelling state governors to conduct credible local government elections. Former Algon National President Ibrahim Dasuki Jallo stated that the association will collaborate with state and federal authorities to ensure effective implementation of the policy. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has praised Alaro City for its $1 billion investment boosting the state economy and creating thousands of jobs. During his visit, Sanwo-Olu toured residential and industrial developments, crediting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for initiating the Lekki Free Zone, which has driven the city's success. He visited key businesses, including Ariel Foods, Starium, and TY Logistics Park, as well as newly completed apartment by Universal One. Frank Mosier, board director of Rendezvous, commended government's investment in infrastructure like the Lekki Deep Sea Port and Lekki Ekpe Expressway, linking Alaro City to global markets. Senate President Godswill Akpabio has refuted allegations that Senator received a $15,000 bribe to support the proclamation of the state of emergency in Rivers State. Addressing the claims, Akpabio dismissed them as part of a smear campaign against him. The allegations, which circulated on social media, suggested that senators were given $5,000 on Tuesday and an additional $10,000 on Wednesday at Akpabio's Maitama residence during a fast-breaking event. However, his special advisor on media, Honorable Eseme Ajibo, denounced the claim as baseless, questioning why the Senate President will offer such payments. The Senate and House of Representatives passed the state of emergency proclamation unanimously on Thursday. The National Agency for Food and Drugs Administration Control has destroyed counterfeit, substandard, unregistered and expired pharmaceutical products worth over 1 trillion naira in Anambra State. The confiscated drugs, including allergen and controlled substances like tramadol, 225 mg, were seized from Onitsha Bridge, Hedge Drug Market and Ekumi, Tenant Road Drug Market in Aba, Speaking at the destruction site in Agbu Ukwa, NAFDA Director General Majisola Adeyeye, represented by Southeast Zonal Director Dr. Martins Nuyomade, reaffirms the agency commitment to ensuring the safety of food, drugs, and other consumables. The agencies emphasized that eliminating substandard medicines remain a priority. Anambra State Waste Management Authority Managing Director Mike Ozunama, who represented Governor Chukwuma Soludo, commended NAFDAC for its effort in sanitizing the pharmaceutical markets. Ghana's Narcotic Control Commission has arrested a 56-year-old Nigerian, Uche Chukwuchima, for drug trafficking in an intelligence-led raid in Ayarifa, a suburb of Accra. Authorities seized 192 kilograms of cocaine and 0.42 kilograms of heroin, valued at approximately $2.1 million. Francis Omei, the Commission's acting Director of Public Affairs and International Relations, confirmed the arrest, stating that field tests identified the substances as cocaine and heroin. Officials believe Chima was behind previous drug-related operations in Ghana. Ghanaian authorities in Ghana described the arrest as a significant step in combating drug trafficking, emphasizing its role in curbing the spread of illicit substances. The Federal High Court in Abuja has ordered an accelerated hearing of the treasonable felony case against Nnamdi Kanu, leaders of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra. The trial, now before Justice James Omotosho, will resume on April 29, with the federal government set to present its witnesses. Kanu, who pleaded not guilty, issued a written apology for his previous courtroom outburst, acknowledging his emotional reactions. His lawyer, Kanu Agbagbe's son, urged forgiveness from the former trial judge, Justice Binta Nyako, and the prosecution counsel chief, Adeboyega Owomolo's son, both of whom accepted the plea. Kanu's legal battle spanned nearly a decade, marked by his initial arrest in 2015, his 2017 escape after a military raid on the home, and his 2021 rearrest in Kenya. The Supreme Court recently upheld the federal government's right to prosecute him on a 7-count charge, leading to the ongoing trial. Chief Dan Orbim, the National Vice Chairman of the People's Democratic Party, has stated that the Ministry of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, is serving Nigerians rather than the All Progressive Congress. In an interview in Abuja, Obi clarifies that Wike sought and received approval from various PDP organs before accepting his appointment in President Bola Tinubu's administration. He emphasized that Wike's participation in the APC-led government was not an issue within the PDP, noting that the minister had written to the South-South Zonal Executive, his state's chapter ward, local governments, and the Governors Forum, all of which supported his decision. He further pointed out that no officials opposed Wike's appointment, and even members of the PDP Board of Trustees met with him without raising any concern. Obi cautioned political parties against dictating personal relationship, stressing that his association with Wike and other across party line does not affect his loyalty with the PDP. He reaffirms Wike's dedication to national service, dismissing claims that minister was working for the APC. Please stay tuned. We are taking a short break. We'll be back shortly with more update on Som TV.
and schemes on this website. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call Let's work together to uphold the integrity of Nigeria's financial system. Announcer, FSRCC. The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the general public to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Make sure to verify the licensing status of such companies and schemes on this website. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call
Are you a businessman or woman? Do you need loan to grow your business? At Taraba Business Development Center, we offer both business and personal loan with flexible repayment plan. We are located in different parts of Taraba State. Jalingo branch, opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Amarua Way, 090-3134-4333. Zing branch, Zenith Bank agent beside College of Education, Zing, 070-3125-2559.
We have latest international business and sport news. In international news, the United States has begun importing eggs from Turkey and South Korea to address the supply shortage caused by avian flu outbreak. Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins confirmed the move aims to curb raising egg prices, which surged after farmers called at least 30 million birds have already commenced, with discussions on the way to source eggs from additional countries. Reports indicate that U.S. officials have also approached poultry producers in Portland and Lithuania. The egg price surged between a political issue during Donald Trump's elections campaign, with the former president blaming the previous administration for inflation. Since taking office in January, Trump has directed efforts to stabilize the market. The U.S. Department of Agriculture noted that the wholesale egg price have dropped nearly to 50% since late February, signaling potential reliefs for consumers. Rawlings assured the imports will be temporary, ending once domestic productions recover in the coming months. We're going to business news now. The Bank of Industry has launched a 10 billion naira funds in collaboration with the Women's Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture to support female entrepreneurs. Announced at an event in Lagos marketing International Women's Day, the initiative aims to address financial challenges faced by women-led businesses. BOI Managing Director Dr. Olasupo Olusi highlighted the bank's commitment to gender-focusing financial inclusion, citing a 2020 PwC report that places Nigerians among the global leaders in female entrepreneurship. Despite this, many women struggle to access funding. The new fund, named Project Guaranteed Loans for Women, seek to bridge this gap. BOI also introduced the BOI Impact Fund, which offers both equity and debt financing. With a special focus on women-owned enterprises, additionally, the bank has invested $2 million in Arua Capital, a female-led investment firm, and it's partnering with the African Guarantee Funds to provide a $50 million partial risk guarantee for loans to women-owned businesses. WCCIMA Director General Dr. Weyimi Eribo emphasized the need for sector-focused financing, warning that without tailored support, women-led businesses will struggle to scale. She commended Boy's effort and pledged the WCCIM would ensure the initiative have a measurable impact. From the sport decks, Nigerian's forward Victor Osimhen has surpassed the legendary Segun Adegbami on the country's all-time goal-scoring list, netting his 24-hour international goal in Nigeria's crucial 2026 World Cup qualifiers against Rwanda on Friday. The Galatasaray striker made history when they latched onto a perfectly placed Ademola Lookman free kick, slotting home at the back post to give the Super Eagles an early lead. With this milestone, Osimhen now stands as Nigeria's second highest goal scorer, edging closer to the late Rashidi Yekinda's record of 37 goals, making his dispute appearance in the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. Osimhen achieved the feat in just 39 caps for Nigeria. His equalizing goals in November's 1-1 draw against Benin Republic during the 2025 AFCON qualifiers had previously tied him with Adegbami's long-standing record. The 26-year-old has been in electrifying form this season, scoring 20 goals and providing 4 assists in 20 matches for Turkish Super League leaders. Galatasaray across all competitors, he has registered 26 goals and 5 assists in 30 appearances. Osimhen's latest feat solidifies his status as one of Nigeria's deadliest striker. And with more games ahead, the remains poised to challenge Yekini's record and etch his name further into Nigeria's football industry. That's all for this edition of News at 9 from Som TV. Before we go, here is a recap of the major headlines. Jalingo marks a historic milestone with the commissioning of Som TV, multimedia digital television, as governors, representatives, and key industry leaders engage in a high-profile interactive section with the Som TV CEO at the Multimedia Digital Studio. In environmental news, Gombe State Governor reaffirms commitment to afforestation on the 2025 International Day of Forests. Meanwhile, the Federal High Court lifts the restriction prevention INEC from receiving Senator Akpoti Oduhan's recalled petition. On the international scene, the U.S. takes action against avian flu-induced shortages by importing eggs from Turkey and South Korea, leading to a nearly 50% drop in prices. In business news, the Bank of Industry launches a 10 billion naira funds to empower women entrepreneurs, partnering with WCCIMA and the African Guarantee Fund. From the sport desk, report has it that Victor Osimhen surpasses Segun Adegbami on Nigerians' all-time scoring list, moving closer to Rashid.